Hey Deborah, happy Saturday. How are you out there? How's things going out there for you right now? Well, all it is, real quick, Deborah, I found your information while looking at Homes and Land magazine, and I have your email address as dcellini@cbnorcal.com. Well, the reason why I'm calling is I'm actually not a prospect. I work with real estate agents across the country, and I wasn't sure if you were busy, and I know that you are right now. I'm a former mortgage broker, used to own my own relocation company. I will send you an email, I'll follow up, okay? Thank you, bye. Problem is, guys, they're too busy on Saturday. That's the first thing, because she was busy, and she was calling me back thinking I was a lead, so you had to do that. That's very rare than what happens during the week when I get them, or when they call back, because they have time. She's on her way to something right now. So we learned on Saturday it's not going to be a good day to call.
She's probably with a client in a bathroom stall calling you back.
Exactly. It's very possible.
Yeah.
So she was very happy.
She was very cool and happy, and I will follow up. Actually, when I'm not going to send her the email right now, I'll follow up with her on Monday and say, hey, I'm so sorry to catch you the way I did on Saturday, but do you have a couple more minutes to speak, and go ahead and follow up that way. So that's the challenge there, where, again, what I'm doing now is waking up at 5:30 if I can get my ass going. Hopefully by 6 o'clock, be making phone calls on the East Coast. It's 9 o'clock there, a lot of them are up and going. We have a 2-3 hour window before lunch. They might have lunch appointments. And then I flip it around if I can, and I have another JOB too, I sell medical stuff. But, for right now. But then I flip it around to California people in the afternoon when they're, barely getting going and stuff like that too. So, that'll work. If you can figure out a way to spend 3 or 4 hours a day just banging out your prospecting list on the phone and just rolling through the calls and conversations, and you'll get better at it, you'll start having success out of it. So.
Amen. And if you do prospecting, it doesn't all fit on the screen, but if you notice, these messages I'm sending out are really, really short. Revolutionizing the way you as a financial advisor prospect for retirees. So revolutionizing the way that you as a realtor can dominate your market or what have you. The website, numbers tell our story best, our most recent success story, blah, 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 blah. Or something about Brett Tanner. This thing's too smart for me, huh? Just real quick, 27,000 top clients, 32 years of consistent marketing, my contact information. Name, email address, 800 number, website again. Just keep it really short and sweet if you're going to spray stuff out.
Did you send that to us yet?
It is in an email that went out to you at some crazy hour.
Look at the 1:42 a.m. email that's there.
I was just on live.
I'm setting my alarm to get to 1:41.
So you could get it.
I try not. I listen to anything right now. Being told mine.
It went out last night, too.
Don't ask for email until you've had a conversation
Yep.
at the end. Hey, and they hear email in front and they just think.
Yeah, and it's good to try to find the email. Now, the reason why everything got switched up real quick, because she said I'm really busy right now.
Yeah.
I just think sometimes they get the red flag.
But because I'm and again, I don't do that until I get some more information, have a little bit more dialogue with them. That one was not typical of what's going on, because usually right now, my experience during the week, guys, is they're calling back on their time. When they're back in the office or at their home office, wherever they are, making their voicemail calls from the day, so they have a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then that's where I say, is your email this? I'll send you an email, but that's not, that's just rolling with it. And I'm not gonna send the email, like I said, I'm gonna follow up on Monday and say, I'm sorry I caught you at a busy time on Saturday.
One thing that happened about a year ago is I had found a pretty big groove and things were working well, and Jim said, hey, would you like to hop on with the sales execs and give them a demo of how you make sales? So I said, yeah, that'd be awesome. We get on the phone, and of course Steven's on the line. I had no idea Steven's on the line. This kind of environment right here is totally not how it's going to work when you're one-on-one with somebody in your own office. That's why I'm trying to stress just all this stuff that we're doing. It's totally brainstorm stuff. It'll totally simplify itself when you're doing it yourself. It's really not.
And that's where it's important why we did the role playing, is because we want you, we not that everyone here isn't, but you guys can go do it. It's gonna be easier at home doing it without any of us listening or watching it. I'm that comfortable, you're that comfortable, we're that comfortable doing all this. it's gonna be so much easier. You just gotta make the call.
Well, you're 100% right. When you're on stage, it's a lot harder to do
Oh,
than it
yeah.
is when you're in your turf.
And I was trying to block out in there and everything, but that was just, I wish it was something where she was calling back and she had a few minutes,
Yeah.
but she was calling back.
Saturday's gonna be rough.
You could tell her, I could actually hear that she was in the car.
Yeah.
So she's on her way to an open house or whatever, which is fine, so.
Yep. So I'm just gonna, I'll finish with 3 last points and then we can kick it all over everywhere. A fun one, and I know there's just half of us here, but this is important. If you can infer one thing, Steven Anderson's made $150 million in his lifetime. Chuck Troutman sold $580 some million worth of product and such and made a really nice living. I've put many, many, many millions on the board in income to me. I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate and loans we did. If you can make the mental leap to the fact that I have 100 business opportunities right now I could do. I say no to dozens and dozens and dozens of things because they don't pencil out. So please make the inference or the leap that Chuck, Steven, and I, the combination, have a lot of opportunities that we could do mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and we're all doing this for a reason. And I don't say that to puff smoke up my tail or Chuck's or Steven's. Just hopefully you make that mental bridge. Like these guys could do pretty much anything. They have the time, the talent, the knowledge, the money to spend their time anywhere. And the fact that we're doing this hopefully triggers like, well, if these guys, you know what I mean? I don't know, that sounds arrogant, but
Jim, let me mention
but you
something.
own-
What it is, like the living the best year ever, the audio, I love those.
Mhm.
It's a mindset. It's a mindset, and you can't take anything personally. I've been in sales all my life, and this is the most amazing opportunity right
Oh,
here.
shit. Another
And
person
so,
calling back.
you know,
Oh,
don't do it.
oh.
Nice.
Let me just fill it up. This is Ben.
Oh, Ben, hi, this is Rick Friedman. I got a message from you.
Yeah, hey Rick, the reason why I was calling you, it's Saturday, how are you doing today?
Good.
You got any open houses or anything you're working at right now, or you got a few minutes?
No, actually, I'm right in the middle of something.
Okay, can I give you a call back on Monday then?
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you a call on Monday.
What is this regarding?
What's this regarding is that I'm a former mortgage broker and I own my own relocation company. And I partnered with another organization that I wanted to send you some information because I always look at Homes and Land magazine to look for agents that I think that hold themselves well, present themselves well, and I really like your advertisement in Homes and Land, your page. And so I wanted to call and introduce myself and what it is I'm doing now. I work with agents across the country. And I want to send you an email, but I wanted to talk to you for a minute and before I sent you the email with some information on what it is I do now. I'm a
Could you call me on, let's see, Wednesday?
yeah. What time would you like me to call you at?
Just anytime Wednesday.
All right, I'll give you a call sometime mid-morning on Wednesday, and we'll just chat for a few minutes, and then I'll explain a little bit more about what I've done for the last 15 years with real estate, and then talk about what I'm doing with other real estate agents, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, man, have a good week, have a good weekend, good Saturday. Thanks, bye.
Did you hear what happened there? The guy started to have the sales resistance, and as soon as you complimented him on his ad, he changed.
Yep.
Very key.
Thank you.
Yep. Nice work. Nice work, brother.
Very nice.
Not that difficult.
Remember when
You said more than you had to say.
Yeah.
Right, when he said, hey, can you call me on Monday? Yep, Wednesday, see you there. Excellent. I mean, I'm not.
No, I know, but I just, again, I'm trying to be where I'm at my, guys, you understand, Katie will tell you how many times I've had agents laughing this week, where we're just chit-chatting,
Yeah.
they're giggling and laughing.
Don't fall off the cliff.
Oh yeah, I had a lady that was holding up the phone because she was somewhere up in Palo Alto or something like that, and she's like, you know, I have bad cell service, and I'm going over here by this cliff, and I'm like, don't walk, you know, and that's just one of many just stupid little conversations. So again, all I did was take it back, and I did by compliments. So Facebook or LinkedIn, hey, I really like your LinkedIn picture and your profile, and that's why I'm contacting you. I like your Facebook and what people have commented about you. That's why I'm contacting you, because I work with real estate agents across the country. Whatever it is, edify them, take it away. If you don't have a real estate background, I think it's great to say, I hate the word sales and anything when we're selling. Say I've recently partnered with a company called the Ultimate Real Estate Sales System, and we work with agents across, you know, you don't have to have the background that Jim or I have had with mortgage and real estate and all that stuff to have success at all. But I like to, because I can use it very confidently and kind of say that, hey, I've done a bunch of things in real estate, so that works for me. But you got to edify them. And then one of the best things is I hate when you have time, which I took it away and I stopped because he was busy. Okay, let me give you a call on Monday. And what it's about, gave a little bit of nugget, but not too much. I'll call you and then move to Wednesday. But I'm telling you, one of the best things that I can say if you guys get to hear it is one, my voice message worked. I call him back. Now you got to right away lead in that you're not somebody faking them out to try to buy or whatever. But say, you know, I've been in sales my whole life, and I've received dozens of calls a week from people trying to sell me this, or, you know, advertising or the next best prospecting tool. I'm not calling you to sell you anything like that. I'm calling you to present something to you you've never seen before that changes a real estate agent's life. You've got to have that power and adamant. It just changes the whole dynamic of it.
And everybody's gonna do this business differently.
Yeah.
Me,
Exactly.
I'm impatient as shit. So I'd look up his email. If you had your
I have it right
website
here.
with all these things,
I have his email.
and you had the website, I'd send him a link. Hey, Phil, or whatever his name was, Phil, great chatting you.
Yeah.
Can't wait to chat with you on Wednesday.
right now.
Hey, take 15 minutes to look at this, or 5 minutes to take a peek at this. We'll chat on Wednesday. Hey, hope you had a great Saturday. Hope you closed the real estate transaction, whatever. I would just send him the
I'll
link
send-
you have
I'll
right
send
now.
my
Eventually,
email
you'll just
to him
send a
right
link
now.
with all this stuff, and that's one of the last 3 things I'll chat with you about. Just send him the website and have him go peek, or send him Brett's video demo. You know, the one that you just got. Just
It's
send it out.
important to confirm that Wednesday appointment though. That's when he asked you to call him, so now you just move as though he just